Lance Wynn working alongside Blair Campbell as we get to the starting goalies for the visitors from the Shockwave. Chase Martin comes in with a 1-2 record, 11.71 goals against. And for Six Nations, Dusty Hill, a 5-0 record, a league best 8.80 goals against. Head coaches for the Shockwave, a coach at every level of this game in his 5th season, Ron Mouser Henry. His assistant is Clancy Almas. Caitlin Armstrong, the trainer. On the flip side, in his 3rd season as head coach, Darcy Powless. He's assisted by Vince Longboat and Nick Skye. Officials for today's game. Joel Furman is the crew chief. He's joined by Roger Gold Medal Dad Nurse and Mark Smith. And as we get set to roll here, a very good first semifinal, 10-8 the final for the Steelhawks. This one here, you got a team in the Shockwave, Blair, that had to play in the 6-7 game, then the quarterfinals last week. They've played 2. Six Nations had a bye.
They've played 2, and this may be the one game that the fatigue comes in, but it's also the first time they've had a full team in a long time.
So this Shockwave team, expect them to come out fighting as right off the bat, Isaac Vanderzalm will lug it over the timeline. He'll split 2 defenders, kick it over, and now it's Cody Ward. Ward now working that right side, zips it back up. Chris Atwood. Ward looking for an opening on the run. That shot well wide of the mark. Picked up Lucas Beaver. Keep an eye on 2 of the handy guys in the Arena Lacrosse League, and Lucas Beaver, 63 for the Shockwave, and Vern Hill, 66 for the Snipers. Six Nations with their first look on offense. Johnny Palace, kick it back out to the top. He'll get it back, swing it around. Good skip to the bounce. Too much, that's going to go up. And in transition now and working it is Luca Romano. Romano looking in there for Anthony Patterson. Not able to make a connection. And now it's Ty Khan. Patterson harassing him. Getting into some trouble under there is Wes Whitlow. Whitlow, though, crafty as can be. 10 on the shot clock, sidearms on the mark. Tracking that down is Chayton King. And a battle there behind there with Chase Martin. He wins that battle. Possession to the Shockwave, and Chayton King not afraid to go at anyone and going to have to hurry, and they do. Beauty bounce pass, one-on-one, Caleb Wiles, and Wiles with as many stick skills as anyone out there with an attempt, but ran out of room.
I don't think this is a question of he's in the crease. I think it was a question if he was in the goaltender's breath when he let that shot go.
From in close, that one stopped as a good attempt there from Scott Delzato. And if you don't know, Scott Delzato, one of the outstanding rookies in the Arena Lacrosse League this season. And he has been good, to say the least, leading the team with 25 goals, 24 assists, 49 points as they really spread the wealth around.
I had a chance to talk with Atwood just before the game. He was out the front. And I asked him, because remember we noticed last week we weren't sure whether his ankle or his knee, whatever it was. He said when he planted, his knee just went the wrong way. It said it's good now, though.
Kevin Owen Hill with a fake. Up, down, tried to tuck that far side just a little wide. Working on is Alex Henry, and he will get it, and a loft to pass up on the money to Keto Hill. Keto Hill's shot steered aside. And a good job there to corral that Dusty Hill. And now the Snipers will get over the timeline with Ty Argent. Under 12 minutes to go here, opening quarter. We are scoreless. ILA on the Six Nations of the Grand River Reservation. Quick shot and just over the shoulder. Chase Martin let that go. No reset. 8 on the shot clock. Delzato trying to get a shot off, tried to get his own rebound. Powless battling in there, and it's going to be Brooker Muir. Muir, Patterson. AP's got an opening. That shot, beauty shoulder save there by Hill. And possession will stay right here quickly to the Shockwave. Chris Atwood. And I'll tell you, Atwood Never met a shot he didn't like. Using a new stick here, so we'll see what happens. Atwood looking down there, 1-2, and how are you now, Lucas Beaver?
That's what we talk about when we say as a coach you got to go on the floor and come off the floor with a purpose. And Beaver went on the floor with a purpose, and nobody from the Snipers was catching him. And what a perfect feed from Atwood. Even after when he took his shot, it seemed to hook out of his stick or get caught on something in his stick. So,
and leave it to Beaver with 31 points in the season as he comes up with his first here in this game, and the Shockwave right back to work. Keto Hill. Hill's going to turn that corner, let it go. Stopped, scooped up, and a good play to get a handle on it. A little too handy on the cross check. Possession will stay right here with the Shockwave. Wayne Hill out there, Keto Hill all wrapped up. And the Snipers tighten the D and force a turnover. And now it's Tyler Kahn. He'll get it up, Vern Hill. Hill. Dipsy Doodle, one hand. Has Romano chasing in. Vern Hill tried to tuck that one in there. Chase Martin closed the 5-hole. And now it's Romano now with the flip. Atwood. Atwood out there with Danton Miller. Lucas Beaver. Miller swimming 1-2. Tried to flip to Beaver. Good hustle, though, by Justin Martin. And two teams with a lot of speed here offensively. Very strong as that scrum will sit there. Shot clock winding down. Picked up and closed off was Caleb Wiles. And now on the run, here come the Snipers. Gavin Sky puts on the brakes, looks down low. Quick pass, that shot stopped by Martin. So Johnny Powless in tight, not able, and Muir up ahead. And tried the inside outer, did Jake Bombury, but again, Dusty Hill right where he should be. Delzato. He'll kick it back out. They'll work it and swing it around. Jeremy Bombury has his pass knocked down by Oakley Thomas. And that one there is going to be knocked down, and it's Alex Henry going to work with Argent, and that's an over and back call. Possession will go to the Shockwave.
Well, right now, Six Nations has got, the Snipers here have got to get some movement through the middle. Everything's coming from the outside, and and St. Catharines is just letting them have nothing.
Well, we can talk about a layoff, and I think that a layoff hurts a team more like the Snipers because they're so skilled. As Kidu in there working in tight, got a chance, got his own rebound. And those teams that are really skill-based, they need to be sharp. They need to be playing.
Yeah.
Cody Ward trying to split that middle. That got closed up in a hurry.
The best way to maybe for me to explain it to somebody is if you're a golfer and you lay off for a few times, it's your short game and the fine points that go. Same situation here. If you're a goal scorer, your fine points go. You've got to keep those hands working.
You know, you're the only guy to use a golf analogy in lacrosse. Nothing wrong with being a first.
You know, it's hard to be such an intellect. How's that?
You are such a something, Mr. Campbell, no doubt about it.
Well, I set you up to make the comment.
You did. Wiles with a shot. He'll gather his own rebound. No reset, 15. Beaver sniffing a crease dive. He's going to bring it out. Looking for a curl. Quick, Atwood's underhand. Stop. Rebound picked up by Wiles. Fresh clock for the Shockwave. Brooker Muir. Muir looking for a screen on the roll. Muir goes to the underhand. Another good save. So Dusty Hill keeping the door closed, and it's Ty Khan, the con man, on the run. Tried to get that to Justin Martin. Loose now, and the Snipers come away with it. Ty Argent. Looking behind the net, that's picked off. Good job there by Oakley Thomas. to get a stick in the passing lane, and the big man now will move it up over the timeline. Kyron Costello. He'll give way. Anthony Patterson. Patterson looking for a screen. Spins off one down low. Keto Hill. Oh, highlight and 3/4 right there. Welcome back to the lineup.
I'm speechless.
I was going to say, you have nothing? You have nothing for that, Blair.
First off, he made an absolutely great one-handed catch coming across the middle and had the sense to realize where he was and threw an over-the-shoulder back to the corner that he just came from. And on top of that, it was a good lead pass, too.
Perfect lead pass as it's 2-0 now for the Shockwave. Good flip. Wrong stick side, but a good save there as Romano had a chance. And Romano missed last week's game, so they're good to get him back in line. He's the team leader, 34 points during the regular season. Keto Hill will swing it around. Cody Ward. Keto looking for an opening. He changes his angle, tried to slide that by Hill, nothing doing. And now they're going to try to work it up, and it's picked off. Chris Atwood, get it to Beaver. Beaver tried to go far side, and a good save by Dusty Hill. That's going to take us to our first officials timeout. Alterna Savings and y'all are excited to promote the second annual National Lacrosse League Alterna Cup competition this season. Canadian teams are competing in head-to-head matchups to capture the cup and be crowned the top Canadian team in the NLL. Check out NLL.com and Alterna.ca for the up-to-date standings and schedule. And, of course, Circle K and the Froster Active Kids program are proud sponsors of the Arena Lacrosse League and the Junior All program. You can purchase a Froster at your nearest Circle K store. Thank you, Froster Active Kids. And, of course, just like to thank some of our sponsors, Belco Construction, KT Gas and Tobacco, Classics to Customs Auto Body, Hills Tire, Searles Chevrolet, MTS Native Service, Caledonia Auto Supply, Guaranteed Glass and Tint, ILA Sports, and, of course, Hills Custom Coffins. Don't end up in one anytime soon.
Well, Lance, one of the things that the Snipers coaches mentioned to me was we have to play our game. And right now they're getting caught playing St. Catharines' game. But the one thing both coaches said was this is going to be a higher scoring affair than the first one. So we shall see.
We shall see is right, as we've got 6:13 to go in the first quarter. The Whitby Steelhawks have already punched their ticket into tomorrow's all-championship final. The winner of this one will do the same, as legging it up over the timeline. Tyler Downtown Brown gives it off, looking for it back. Ty Argent. Argent goes airborne off the post. Rebound. Fished in there. Brooker Muir working over that corner. Argent gets in the mix there, and it's scooped up by Henry. Henry with a defender on him. He curls around, dumps it off. Brooker Muir, backhand. Brooker Muir tried it, and give him some props for effort. But back the other way come the Snipers. Martin looking for an opening, gets a good screen from Palace, looking for the flip, goes airborne. That's a good goal right there, as Justin Martin gets his team on the board. They trail now 2-1.
And Jeremy Bombery was down low as a left-hand shot, and he was waving. Bring it on, bring it on. Come on, come on, come on. Keep coming, keep coming. And he set a perfect pick for him.
Looks like
he's got 10.
So that's a 10. I'm not even sure. Something was said that Roger Nurse really didn't like. And I'm not even sure what that could have been. Not going to venture a guess either.
I don't know whether he got an original deuce. And then I guess the only way to put it is when Roger told him that's enough, didn't have enough sense to say, okay, that's enough. And that got him the extra 10. So
first power play of this game, and you
got a
see
high
the
stick
Snipers
coming.
are going to give it right back as Isaac Vanderzalm comes away with it. Thomas. Atwood comes out late. Wiles lets it go. Caleb Wiles. So I thought in last week's game, Caleb Wiles struggled a bit, couldn't really find a flow, frustrated. I think he's settled down just a bit here, and I'm not sure. We thought he looked pretty composed on that shot.
In the second game last week, I believe that the only time you mentioned his name was when you were saying he's got to get himself involved in the plays, because he wasn't. He was invisible last week, and that was a typical Wiles shot.
It was 3-1 the score now. As the Snipers still working with the man advantage, they will come away with possession. They'll attack because they don't waste any time. And trying to crease dive, rebound. Ball loose now in the dotted circle. Arjun will scoop that up. So if you've never seen the Snipers play, there is no hold up. They will attack at all times. Donnie Palace working with Arjun. Arjun has all day right off the chest, though, of Chase Martin, and he's going to air this one out. Looking for Ward. Instead, Palace does a good job to come back. He'll haul it back the other way. 4:20 to go here, first quarter. Palace kick it over right side. Delzato figure in the mix late. Chayton King, his shot stopped. Rebound picked up by Patterson. Takes a couple hits, jars it loose. Possession back to the Snipers. Another reset, 30 seconds left in the man advantage. Palace takes over top. Delzato, his shot, wide of the mark. Good job to pick up that rebound by Brown. Arjun, sniff it. Looking down, quick stick. Beauty save by Chase Martin. Bumped off that ball was Henry, and now Patterson has his stick chopped right out of his hand. So Arjun does a good job. In hockey, that's a slash, not here. And again, rebound goes to the sure-handed Isaac Vanderzalm. Vanderzalm has some room. Vanderzalm, he's going to take it in. Vanderzalm, good save by Dusty Hill. Rebound fished out by Ketu Hill. And they said he went through the crease. So possession to the Snipers now with 3:15 to go here in the first. Wes Whitlow out there with Palace. Palace tried to stick it. Whitlow! And Handyman not able to tuck that in. Fresh clock, though, as they'll go back to work, and indecision there by Jeremy Bombury, and now it's Oakley Thomas. Thomas, the big man, light on his feet. Wrong stick side, nothing to shoot at, as Dusty Hill closed that up, and here comes Vern Hill the other way.
Well, I'll tell you one thing, there's a pace to this game, and it's not slow.
It is not. These two teams going head-to-head, similar styles, as that shot from Tyler Brown stopped easily, and now it's Romano. Atwood jumps in the rush, as does Denton Miller. Atwood to Denton on that side. Good skip pass. Brooker Muir tried a quick one. And Lucas Beaver was fishing around that crease area for the loose ball. Bodie Shields, wrong stick side. Gets it back. Good duck in. That shot finds the back of the net. Kevin Owen Hill. And we've got a 3-2 game.
I don't know whether the Snipers are all of a sudden deciding we got to play lacrosse, but that goal was created by taking the ball to the right side and bringing it back across and having a pick set for you. And once you get to that point at that dotted line at this level, you should be able to pick corners. But they're starting to run.
And it's a good one. Steve Wisnick, the Wiz, of course, doing his thing. And Cody Ward answers.
What a pass by Keto Hill. He saw him out of that corner of his eye after he grabbed the loose ball, and he just let a little underhand flip pass go, and it still led him going towards the net. He did not have to slow up.
Well, the Shockwave look like they're giving the Snipers a taste of their own transition medicine here. And again, I think, Blair, that it's going to take the Snipers at least a quarter to kind of get back into their flow as the Wiz in the circle again. Ward, though, doing a little everything, has his stick taken away. Hill flips it up, but Vern Hill, swiper, no swiping, took that one away. Snipers now will work on the offensive end with 1.5 minutes to go. Skip pass, quick stick, wide of the mark. Paulus shields off one defender, tried to corral it with one hand, and it's Vanderzalm. Up there with Muir. Caleb Wiles and Atwood jump into the mix. Wiles was looking for the give and go, took a good hard hit from Gavin Skye. Looking down low, that pass goes awry. And looking up, Vern Hill's gone, and that's a quick outlet. Vern Hill! Big save there by Chase Martin.
And Casey didn't have a clue where that ball was. He looked in the net, in the air, behind the net.
Keto Hill sniffing it. Hill tried to tuck it, got caught up in the pocket. 35 seconds left in the quarter. Snipers got a break. Dalen Hill, wrong six side, Chase Martin. Hill picks it up, gets it back out. Another save made by Martin, point blank. And it's scooped up, and here comes Romano. He'll move it up to Keto. He'll wait now with 15 seconds left in the quarter. Chase Martin will exit stage left for the extra attacker. Don't have a lot of time, 15. Keto ducks in. That pass well over the head of the big man in Hill, and that's going to do it. 15 minutes are in the books. It's been a good 15. We'll be back with the second quarter. 4-2 Shockwave. Back here at the ILA for the second quarter. As we get set for another 15, the Whitby Steelhawks await the winner of this game for the 5th annual Arena Lacrosse League All Cup. Off the draw. Fighting for it is McGregor Allen. He comes away with it, and possession to the Snipers now. Allen's going to go for a bit of a run here. Teams are at full strength. And it's Argent. Half boards. On the dump off, was looking for Delzato. Couldn't connect. And now racing up and moving up quick as Costello. Puts on the brakes, and he'll get it to Muir. Muir will swing it over to Caleb Wiles. Wiles working one-on-one. He's a handful. He's got moves, I'll tell you. Backhand pass down low. Beavers' quick shot stopped, and that's a late hit. So that possession will stay right here with the Shockwave as they continue to hold this 2-goal advantage. And that one there is going to cost at least 2 as Gavin Skye took some liberties there on Wiles, and Skye's going to go for
at least 2.
I mean, 2 minimum. And again, when it happens
just gonna talk
behind
about
the
it.
play, we were not really focused on that per se. But
Yeah, the ball was in the corner, and I don't know whether he set a pick or cut across the middle, but
so an illegal cross-check to call. It is going to be 2 minutes. And Wiles still down on the floor. And if that's the case, that's a that's a big loss for the Shockwave, as Wild's certainly one of their offensive weapons. When you look at what he's done, he has been one of the main catalysts for this offense.
With the exception of one game last week, the second game last week, first game he was right there. He was like doing everything. He's already been involved in it so far today, and this could be a big blow.
Well, you look at it and you figure that the Shockwave, because they had to play the 6-7 game against the Toronto Monarchs, they won that. Then they were up against the Paris Riverwolves, who came in as a 5th seed, and they managed to knock them off. Now,
not only knocked them off, dominate them.
Dominated, and now you see them here leading 4-2 here in the second against the top seed in the Snipers. So Ron Mouser-Henry has his team working on all cylinders, and of course, mentioning Ron Mouser-Henry, we want to send our condolences to him and his family. Been a tough day, and we are just glad that he's well enough to come here and share his time with us here after having some tragedy strike him. So good to see Wilds, but not good to see him headed to the change room, as trainer Caitlin Armstrong helping him off. So Wilds now, he will be sidelined for a bit. And another power play for the Shockwave, their first of this game, as they come in working at just a 36% efficiency rate. The penalty kill for the Nations at 58. Atwood looking for something. That bullet stopped. He scoops that back up, goes again for the reset. And it's gobbled up there and moved up by Owen Hill. Looking for Ward. Ward gets bumped off it, and it's Mike McLaughlin. McLaughlin with a one-hopper. Owen Hill now will set things up wrong side, skip it over. That shot from Jeremy Bombury on target, and he'll pull it back out and work some clock now with just over a minute left in the power play. Powless working it down to Jordan Goddard. Goddard shot with shot clock winding down. Probably could have held it on for a couple more seconds. But Cody Ward, one of those guys that has really stepped up in the 2 games in the playoffs when his teams needed him. Got some big transition goals, and Danton Miller's going to try and slide that one past Dusty, and nothing doing, and it's Vern Hill on the short hop. 25 seconds to kill here on the penalty. Justin Martin, he's going to go for a little run. Patterson's going to chase him. Martin's got good speed, and under 10 on the shot clock. Martin. And there's going to be a penalty to the Shockwave, as it looks like Alex Henry may have taken down Wes Whitlow. And that's the case, as Henry looks at crew chief Roger Nurse like, I'm not sure if you were supposed to see that or not. But either way, that power play's done with 5 seconds left, and the Snipers will get their opportunity.
I think Henry was saying that he had slashed him on the glove or the stick, and that's why Roger Nurse was saying, no, you caught him on the hip.
So Sky's penalty is over now, and here comes the Snipers power play again. Delzato out there, Chayton King on that right side. Johnny Powless, the quarterback. He's got Ty Argent and Tyler Brown, but it's Vanderzalm with 3 defenders on him, and he'll get back to Brooker Muir. Muir zips it across. Keto Hill thinks better of it, gets chased outside. He'll keep it, work some clock. Keto with a good swim move. 2 defenders on him. 2 on a shot clock. He rolls that into the corner. And a job well done, as now the Snipers will bring it back the other way. 11 minutes to go here, second quarter.
They've got to bang one in this power play, get some momentum, and get themselves back into the game.
Shockwave have closed the door, tightened up the D, and not given the Snipers a whole lot to look at. Paulus goes to the underhand. Easy save made there by by Martin. And Oakley Thomas lofts one up, and it's going to be a bit of a jump ball. And good job there by the Wiz to get it to Delzato. Whitlow and Paulus. Delzato looking for an angle. He'll creep his way in, has some room, goes to the shot, it's blocked. And a good job to pick that up, keep the feet moving, and moving he does, Marty Hill. Brooker Muir, 5 seconds left in the penalty. Muir's going to wait, and he does. And teams now back at full strength. Lose it. Ty Argent. It's going to be a foot race. Argent. Wrong stick side. Flip back. Vern Hill. Vern Hill ducks in. Eludes one. Doesn't have anything as Patterson chases him down. Vern Hill's underhand wide. McLaughlin, will keep it on the offensive end. Get it over to Palace. They'll set things up. Bodie Shields. Stay out on offense. Palace with a good overhand, but you're going to have to get in closer if you're going to beat Chase Martin.
You're not going to beat
shots from way out.
You're not going to beat Chase Martin from 40 feet out. It's not going to happen.
Danton Miller. 2 on him. Swims his way out of it. Danton Miller tried to go to the other side. Caught a bit of the post. Beaver collects it. Atwood, he'll peel out. And swing it over. That shot from Carson Reeves. He's been very quiet in this game. That pass zipped up in the middle, on the money. Bounce shot stopped, though, as Chase Martin up to the task, stops Justin Martin, and back the other way, it's Costello.
I don't know if Wiles is back yet, but the trainer's back. I think I see him on the bench.
Keto Hill shedding a defender, getting a shot off. And they have to make sure the possession change. Keto Hill just said, well, I'll take that. If you're not going to call, I'll take that and try to score again.
No, it was supposed to be possession the other way. Hey, if you sell it and it works.
You never know. Brett Longboat, he'll tee that up right out of the back door. Vern Hill's going to keep that in the offensive side of things. 15 on the shot clock. Working that side. Looking to get that back up. Nothing doing. Good switch hands there. Vern Hill going to take that on target. Martin, easy basket catch. And now the outlet, Oakley Thomas. 1-2 up to Henry. Henry has Atwood. Instead, he'll try for the trailer, and he does. Ward ducks in. Cody Ward. Second of the game. 5-2 Shockwave.
I'm telling you right now, I don't know whether if I'm a Snipers coach, I'm calling timeout to settle my team down and say, guys, we're not playing defense. We're letting guys walk. Like, literally, he walked through 3 guys. You can't let that happen, and nor should it happen.
Well, you got this Snipers team who finished with a 10-2 record, tops in the Arena Lacrosse League. The question was, though, is sure, the regular season's great, but come playoff time, teams tighten up. Teams have a chance to prepare. And with the amount of youth on this Snipers team, the question was, how would they respond after a bit of a layoff? And we're seeing here as Martin now will look to, Hill will look to send the outlet away. Good hands and 8-second count. And that should take us to our officials' timeout.
It's not just the fact that their hands are tightening up and whatnot. St. Catharines has had 2 games in the playoffs already to get that relaxation into their system.
Well, and that's 2 big games. And like I said off the top, when you talk about a skilled team like the Snipers, they like to be fresh. They like to be playing. And, regardless of how good your practices are and how intense your scrimmages are, nothing is the same as game experience.
No, and I'll tell you something. As an offensive player, as I was, I think, one of the things that offensive players hate is having their hands, sticks on their hands, constantly on their hands. It's because you just don't feel. And if I'm the defensive coordinator for St. Catharines, I'm telling my defensive guys, get on their hands, get on their hands, get on their hands. I don't care if you leave the stick, just lay it on their hands. It's in their head.
Well, that coming from an experienced goal scorer and legend in his own mind, Mr. Blair Campbell.
Well, the first part, I thank you for. The second part, my wife will agree with you.
Well, as long as I'm getting thanks all around, and I ain't worried about it, sir.
You left one word out of the legendary goal scorer, though.
I know.
Lucky.
It got bleeped. It got bleeped. So I didn't leave it out. It just got edited. Sorry.
Why do I set myself up for this abuse?
You back in the booth here. Okay.
Yeah, for which part?
The
abuse
had some
part
stuff
or the other part?
I've had some stuff pent up, and I feel good about venting now. So, thank you for letting me get that out. I look forward to tomorrow when I can get the rest out. Okay.
Let me put it to you this way politely. You're more than welcome.
Okay. That is actually very polite of you, I must say.
It got bleeped.
There was a bleep in that, too. Atwood, give and go. Keto Hill. Good stick check there as just got enough of it. Just like you mentioned, Blair, you just need a little piece of that stick.
Yep. It doesn't take much because that's one of the reasons we used to get taught to swing with the guy, because if you stop the stick before he finishes.
Transition, and that shot got his own rebound, tried to tuck it in twice, did Jeremy Bombury. And the other way now, here comes Lucas Beaver. Leave it to will pull up, work the half boards on the left side. Teeing that one up from way out was Wayne Hill. And that's going to go the length of the carpet. Possession to the Snipers. Hill, Vern Hill on that quick. He'll wait. Whitlow jumps out, and he's going to slide over to the right side and take that pass. Delzato joining him. Nothing doing on that screen and roll. Possession the other way. Vanderzalm with Romano with him. Vanderzalm, Romano save. Rebound picked up, and Keto Hill, good attempt there, but yeah, Keto Hill, nothing doing. And it's Shields. He'll get it back on the give and go. Tried to duck in. Martin closed that door in a hurry. 5:40 to go here in the second. Leland Palace out there momentarily. Atwood, and he's been quiet. That rebound, Karen, played by Jake Bombury. Down low, Atwood. And had some room. Wasn't able to find the net. And a good outlet pass will go to Sky. Sky, backdoor, Palace, beauty hands! Johnny Palace filling the back of the net.
That was a big goal, but it's one of the things that the coaches from the Snipers made is we got to clean up on defense. In other words, we got to clean up the loose balls on defense, and then we've got to get our offensive transition going. They did a great job by bringing the ball up away from the bench, let the guy get to the bench on the fast break and out the front door.
Good execution there as nobody's mastered the backdoor quick transition release like the Snipers have, and Argent now will settle things down.
Well, I'll tell you, if nobody's mastered it, we've seen one heck of a lot of it in the last 3 games.
Sure have. Delzado's shot. Good save there by Martin. Rebound, and that's going to stay in the offensive end. Fresh clock here for the Orange. 4:40 to go here in the first half. Longboat will swing it around, and it's Argent. Brown and Delzado. Downtown Brown, that's a bullet rebound. Argent sneaks that one in on the bounce. So 2 goals back-to-back have closed the gap now to 5-4.
Well, I'll tell you one thing with this Snipers team. They got shooters, and they'll shoot from anywhere. But one of the things that Martin's got to do is control his rebounds, because these guys will get there and they are good. And same way on the other side when you got Atwood and Keto. I mean, it's tough.
Possession to the Snipers. As Delzado now. Whitlow, wrong stick side, swims his way, tried to flip that one on the other side. Not exactly the highest percentage shot, but I don't think he had a whole lot of choice, as Keto now will bring it over the timeline. Atwood. Atwood has been quiet as well. Chris Atwood, one of their best offensive threats. His bullet just over the net.
I'm looking at go ahead.
Vern Hill, wrong stick side, tried to slip that one 5-hole, but read like a book. Chase Martin. And back the other way come the Shockwave.
Well, I'm looking at the bench right now, and Alex Henry looks like he's sitting there with his right shoulder just dangling. Trainer's working on him now.
And that would be a tough blow. That shot well wide of the mark. That's going to go down deep into the offensive end for the Snipers. As Paulus is going to fish that out with 3:11 to go here in the second quarter. Brown, swing it, Delzado looking for a screen. Trying to turn the corner on Patterson. Patterson roughing him up just a bit. Dump off, kick, Paulus behind the net, crease dive, and it's a beauty. And it's a beauty. And we are all tied at 5.
I was just looking at it going, it's 3 minutes to go in the quarter. It's almost the same score as it was at the half the last time. And I'll tell you what, it's starting to look like the Snipers are getting their legs and they're getting their hands.
First playoff goal for downtown Tyler Brown. As he gets on the game sheet, and with 2:57 to go, we're tied at 5. Ball loose, Costello battling for it. The whiz in there as well, gets it, Argent. He's going to try to create an angle. Good job by Romano, and it's McLaughlin that will be the calming influence. Get it over to Paulus. Paulus gets a screen, kicks it. Chayton King, good save. Rebound, Chayton King! 6-5, Snipers.
I think there's 2 words to sum this up.
Chayton King.
Look out.
I'll take the lookout. All right.
It's like they are starting to come alive right now, and they are moving. They're moving the ball. They're moving their feet. This is a far more faster pace the Snipers are playing than they did in the first quarter. And it was a fast pace in the first quarter.
Well, we just checked with our official statistician team, and it looks like 4 goals in the last 2.5 minutes. And you can see the Snipers train is starting to get a little bit of steam here, and they're looking to move it on. As a good job there by Wayne Hill to knock that stick away. And it's going to be Kahn that's going to get it and flip it up. Snipers to work on offense. Check out the back door. Delzado behind the net. 2:10 to go here. Paulus will send it over, and they'll go to work with Jordan Good-Goddard. His shot takes a funny hop right to Martin. And his outlets to Brooker Muir. Muir, good jab step to elude a defender, but Delzato chops it away, and it comes back the other way. Gavin Sky will lean into one, gets it to Delzato. Back, big shot there, and a good save. And a finish, Delzato on the goal sheet, 7-5.
Delzato, I don't know how to put this politely but he just made that defender look silly. And the reason he did that is he read the ball. The defender did not. And he read that ball wide off the backboards and just stepped by him. He went to the crease with the shot. Great pickup, great finish.
Well, you talk too, anything laying around in that crease area, it gets scooped up in a hurry. And the momentum right now clearly in the side of the Snipers as they hockey it back, and they'll bring it up over the timeline. It's Wisnik. He'll get it over to McLaughlin. McLaughlin, the defender on him. Argent. Romano chasing him, and you can just see those Snipers starting to feel it right now as they have found their groove. Longboat kicks it back out to the top, and they'll work it with Jeremy Bomberry. Was picked off by Patterson. And it is, and here come the Shockwave. DeWitt Martin lofted up, and good hands there by Costello. And he gives away here to Jake Bomberry. That shot by Quito. And I think Quito was going to the carpet on a slip, and turnover forced, and we're at 35 seconds left in the half. Shields attacking. Don't have the numbers. He'll wait, back door. Out comes Whitlow. He'll swing it around. They'll work things here, half boards. Good kick out. Powless draws two defenders. Looking for a cutter. Gets a screen. Dumps it off. Quick shot, finish! Tyler Downtown Brown with his second of the game. And with 18.5 seconds, it's 8-5 for the Snipers.
Absolutely beautiful pick and roll. Read the pick and roll. Drop the ball off so the guy is literally in full stride, taking the ball behind him and just following through.
6 goals in 5 minutes. That's how quickly the Orange can put points on the board. And time winding down. The Wiz comes away with it, and he's going to call timeout with 14 seconds left. So give credit to the Wiz for doing his thing. And this will give, of course, the Snipers a chance here to increase their lead. And Blair, it's like trying to stop a moving train.
A big moving train. But never mind 6 goals in 5 minutes. The score in the second quarter is 6-1. You think there's been a wee bit of, as we talk about ebbs and flows, I'm beginning to wonder whether the ebb is even coming back.
Well, if you're Ron Henry, what are you telling your guys right now? I mean, there's 14 seconds left. You got to figure that you've given up quite a few goals. I think the last thing you'd want is to give another one up now.
I think right now all he's trying to do is, guys, let's get out of here without giving him another one. Let's go in, down 3, regroup, come back out, and let's try from there. Because right now, if they give up another one there, oh boy.
So we'll see here what transpires as Paulus will inbound, so to speak, 14 seconds left. And he will trot over the timeline. Shot clock off. 6, 5. Delzato going to have to let it go. Too much time as they tried to execute. Didn't. But it certainly doesn't hurt them. We have played 30 minutes. 8-5. Snipers. All set to go here for quarter number 3. Semifinal number 2. just in case you missed it, it was the Whitby Steelhawks, 10-8 winners over the Oshawa Outlaws to advance to tomorrow's all-championship final. And the Six Nations Snipers, top seed coming in 30 minutes away from joining them, as off the loose ball it's Cody Ward. And he's made a habit of that. Good hesitation, kick it back out to Anthony Patterson. Patterson will slow it down. Lucas Beaver now. And there's Atwood, overload on that right side. Atwood dumps it down low. Patterson posting up right on the doorstep. And that's going to be possession to the Snipers, and Dusty Hill will get it up to Mike McLaughlin. McLaughlin, Henry on him. Those are two speedsters there, as they will give way now to Jeremy Bomberg. Looking for a screen from Palace. Gets a bump. Palace lets it go. Good save by Chase Martin. Rebound goes airborne. Picked up, though, by Brooker Muir. Muir, quick outlet to Romano. Romano will easily trot over the timeline, set things up for the Shockwave. And important here for the Shockwave to get off to a good start. And a quick one, and there it is, right there, as Carson Rees, where have you been, shows up, and it's 8-6.
Very nice pick and roll once again. But again, they're using the middle, which they weren't doing in the second quarter. And as our illustrious sidekick here said to us, like, they needed that timeout at halftime. And they did. It's like I didn't know whether Mauser would have the right thing to say or whether there was anything he could say to them. But whatever he said, it seems to have worked at this point in time.
Well, that illustrious guy, sometimes he gets it right, knows a little bit about the game, as Whitlow teased that one up, and a good save there by Martin. Got down on one knee, and now it's Leland Powless. He'll get it up to Miller. Danton Miller puts on the brakes, finds Atwood. Going to need something from Chris Atwood here if they're going to close this gap. Atwood, Vern Hill on him. Atwood has room. He'll let that go right in the top corner. Fished out by Kudu Hill, who had it pop out of his pocket. Couldn't get a shot off. Back come the Snipers. Rod Squire gets it back. Squire's shot. Good save there, made by Martin. Brooker Muir, quick transition, short hop, goes right to McLaughlin, and the Snipers now will move it on offense. McLaughlin, wrong stick side. Delzato jumps in the rush. Nothing doing there. And he'll find Tyler Brown. Brown will wheel to the half boards left side, kick it out to Delzato. He'll let that go. Good save by Martin, steered that aside. Rebound, almost had it, but overran it, did DeWitt Martin. And a fresh clock now for the Orange. Good play on D by the Shockwave to close that up, and now it's Romano. No one with him as he'll get it to Brooker Muir, and that guy never not working. Brooker Muir swinging around. Romano behind the net. Had a notion. Kicked out. Good shot there by Beaver. Stopped, though, by Dusty Hill. And now on the run is Owen Hill.
The one thing I've noticed right now off the start of this quarter is Six Nations isn't getting penetrations. They're back to taking all their shots from outside.
That shot goes off a stick by Chayton King and into the netting, so possession will stay with the Orange right here. Fresh clock now. Kick it back out. King will swing it around. Delzato looking for an opening. His skip pass up, down, and a good quick shot, but a better save as Bomberg got a good one off, and it looks like it's going to be Gavin Skye making his usual trip to the penalty box. And a second power play opportunity for the Shockwave, and you look at the number of penalties. That's just the fourth penalty in this game, Blair, and you got to figure both teams understand the importance of discipline.
Oh yeah, that's been mentioned by both coaches. But it's nice to see Alex Henry back out there. It looks like his shoulder's okay, but it's still a big thing with Caleb Wild's not out there.
Wayne Hill. Wilds has not come back to this game. Working Keto, tried to inside out. Rebound, Danton Miller. Good save made by Dustin Hill. Keto with a fresh clock. Danton Miller, that goes off a defender, will stay right here with the Shockwave. Cody Ward. Atwood. Atwood's underhand, sniffing that 5-hole. Keto with the rebound. Kicks it back out. Little smile there. Keto goes to tried to get a little lift there. Wayne Hill scoops up the rebound. Still 20 on the clock. Quick stick, Cody Ward. They'll get that rebound, get another clock. So the Shockwave battling back here with 1:10 left in the man advantage. And this power play unit has been effective with Atwood now sliding to the top. Hill interchange. Cody Ward not able to get the pass. Still lots of time. Atwood will size that up. Wide of the mark. Tried to get it. Outlet goes and it's lofted on the carpet. And in alone. Wrong stick side and off the post it goes. So Dalen Hill with a golden opportunity. Not able to capitalize. And back come the Shockwave. 40 seconds left in the man advantage. Keto lost it. And now it's Squire. Vern Hill with Justin Martin, and Vern will put on the brakes, and they'll work it down to Martin. 20 seconds left in the penalty. 10 on the shot clock. Martin trying to duck in, spins off one inside out. Good job by Chase Martin, and Ty Argent does a good job to battle right back, and racing out is Anthony Patterson. Patterson, Chase gets a double team, flips it back. Excellent job by AP. And the Shockwave now with a little momentum, trailing by 2. Rees trying to elude a defender. That pass, good job, found the right mark, but not able to convert was Jake Bombury, and as we inch closer to the 9-minute mark, it'll be Wes Whitlow. Whitlow, good skip past Palace, gets it back. Chayton King from way out. That's a long way to try to beat Chase Martin.
Right now they're just playing catch with Martin back there. That's all they're doing.
Delayed penalty coming to the Snipers as Keto Hill slow to get up, and he has some words for the bench as he says something to head coach Darcy Palace, not sure. Under 10 on the shot clock. Atwood has to play the bounce. Danton Miller overhand. Good save made by Dusty Hill, and just as we say, discipline not an issue. Chayton King is heading to the penalty box. And that will give the Shockwave their 3rd power play of this game.
And a big one. Bring them to within 1 from a point where they were really down and flat.
So Keto Hill out there with Atwood on that right side. And what a changeup! So Danton Miller's shot went off a defender, changed speeds, and beat Dusty Hill. So it may not be pretty, Blair, but certainly effective. Now an 8-7 game.
That shot right there reminds me of a guy that grew up and played out of this arena, played out at the old arena here on the reserve. A guy by the name of Kim Squires. He had the greatest ability to be able to take a shot and let it go. And if you ever stood behind him, the ball went in an arc. It just kind of floated over the goalie's shoulder. And that's exactly what happened right there. He just changed the speeds on the shot, right out of his stick.
Of course, Kim Squires, a member for the Toronto Rock for a few years, and definitely a skill set to impress anyone. And right now, with 7:50 to go, we've got ourselves a 1-goal game. Shockwave back in it, battling back. Wayne Hill, he's going to lean in, ducks it off, looking for Rees. Nothing doing. Keto Hill racing for it. Good battle there, fished away. And a good job to scoop it up by McGregor Allen. Loose ball is a big thing. That may seem like a little play now. But Delzato now will set things up. So we haven't seen Caleb Wiles out there at some time. And Chayton King now will swing it. Delzato puts on the brakes. Van der Zalm all over him. And Van der Zalm, an outstanding defender. King's got room. Chayton King.
I mean, that was a great shot. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. He picked the top left-hand corner, stick side on the goaltender, but they're still not getting inside the dotted line. If they don't start doing that, it's like they've gone back to the way they played in the first quarter and the first part of the second quarter, where they're taking everything outside, not getting penetration to the net.
So a little redemption for Chayton King as he came right out of the penalty box, only to bulge the twine for the second time. And here comes Vern Hill looking for the rush. 3-on-2 snipers. No look pass. Couldn't finish. Ty Argent picks it up. And looking behind him, Chase Martin somehow kept that over the goal line. And that will take us to our officials' timeout. Alterna Savings and y'all are excited to promote the second annual National Lacrosse League Alterna Cup competition this season. Canadian teams are competing in head-to-head matchups to capture the cup and be crowned the top Canadian team in the NLL. Check out NLL.com and Alterna.ca for the up-to-date standings and schedule. Circle K and the Froster Active Kids program are proud sponsors of the Arena Lacrosse League and Junior All program. You could purchase a Froster at your nearest Circle K store. Thank you, Froster Active Kids. And as we roll through, of course, we want to thank some of our other sponsors in Belco Construction, KT Gas and Tobacco, Classics to Customs Auto Body, Hills Tire, Searles Chevrolet, MTS Native Service, Caledonia Auto Supply, Guaranteed Glass and Tint, ILA Sports, and, of course, Hills Custom Coffins. I already told you, don't find yourself in one of those anytime soon. 6:55 to go here in this third quarter. And just when you thought the Snipers had the momentum, the Shockwave battled their way back. And Snipers, though, with an answer and a 9-7 lead.
I guess the only way to put this is it's still anybody's game. There's no situation where you see anything in there that people don't want the ball. In other words, they don't want to win. They're all working hard for that situation.
So as we resume now, Atwood, teams 5 aside. Atwood, flip, Rees tries to duck in, trying to get the shot off. Good job by Dusty Hill to cover that angle. And the outlet now will send away Owen Hill with Beaver on him. Dumps it off. Ty Argent will settle things down now. Argent, skip pass. Delzato puts on the brakes, curls around. Good save by Martin. There's Argent, though, all over the doorstep, cleaning up the mess. Paulus will swing it across to Goddard, and in no league is that legal, and that's a check from behind. So instead of a screen, Owen Hill will end up picking up a penalty, and a legal cross-check will give the Shockwave their third power play of this game.
There's one thing to be setting a pick and doing that. There's another thing to just absolutely push the guy from behind with a cross-check.
I stand corrected. Fourth power play for the Shockwave. They're 1 for 3. Danton Miller waltzes in untouched and buries his second of the game.
You know what? That ball came back to Miller, and it was almost like the look in his eyes was like, I'm going to the net, and you're not stopping me. And that's exactly what he did, and he buried a bounce shot on the goaltender.
Well, if I call correctly, Danton Miller used to wear the orange, and now with the Shockwave. So you can bet he has a little something extra to prove. And right off the face-off, Keto Hill had that broken up, and now Vern Hill's going to go the other way. He'll think better of it. They don't have the numbers, and he will dump it off to Argent. 9-8 game here. Winner goes to the championship final tomorrow. Goddard tried to tuck that one in. Nothing doing there. And we'll face the Whitby Steelhawks. Steelhawks came in as the number 2 seed. They managed to oust the Oshawa Outlaws. Oakley Thomas gets it to Beaver. Beaver flip. The chance to step into one was Gates Abrams. Thought better of it. And now it's Patterson. Quick shot by Muir. Good save made by Dusty Hill. That'll keep possession right here with 5:06 to go in the third. No look pass right on the doorstep. And that's going to be a crease ball and possession to the Orange. Shields. Whitlow now will take it over to the right side. Get met by Vanderzalm, and he'll flip it off to Paulus. Paulus looking in the middle, and Delzato gets swarmed, and here comes Alex Henry. He's got Romano with him. Henry, Romano. Good save, Dusty Hill. Rebound to Gavin Sky, and he'll move it up the other way. Ty Khan, the con man, dumps it off. Paulus, big shot wide of the mark. Rebound, good job to go airborne by good Goddard. Look at that low, off the post. Rebound in the back of the net. Jordan, good Goddard.
That is absolute, complete ball control. It's almost like when they took the shots, they knew where the ball was going to go because there was a guy standing right there in orange. But I'll tell you, 2 great shots off rebounds. Really phenomenal shots. And I'm absolutely amazed that Chase Martin made the save on the first one. But great goal.
Can't do everything as Jordan, oh my Goddard, with his first of this game, and you can see the Shockwave looking to answer now. Argent battling in the corner. Sky picks it up, leans in, flips it out. McLaughlin didn't see Ward, flips it back now, and Squire thought he had some room, but instead he'll pull it out and they'll reset. Jeremy Bombury swinging around. Whitlow has Thomas on him. Patterson, good help. Whitlow, kick out. Dangerous pass. That shot well wide of the mark. Didn't have a chance.
But why not fake to the middle and step around the guy to the right side? That was your play.
Well, not everyone has the amount of experience you do, sir. And if these guys did everything the experienced guys told them,
they wouldn't need coaches.
Well, there you go. Miller feeling it. Good save, Hill. Rebound almost picked up by the Beeve. Nothing doing there as the Snipers now will bring it back the other way. Owen Hill, he'll flip. Paulus. 3 minutes to go here in the third. Paulus trying to get a step. Vanderzalm comes in. Good help defense. Goddard now will swing it to the right. Back to the top, back to the left. Argent has 2 on him. Kicks it back out. Chayton King too far, and there's going to be a delayed penalty. Looks like a slash call, and it's going to go to the Shockwave.
It's funny right now. What I'm watching is the passing that the Snipers are doing, and everything is, to coin an old phrase, tape to tape. And it's right where it should be, right at shoulder height, so that whoever gets it can either A, shoot it, or B, flip it to somebody else right away. But they are making great situations right here.
So you're coining an old phrase. Do you know any other phrases besides old ones?
I am old.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So I just wonder.
Well, you taught me everything I know.
Only the good stuff, my friend. Only the good stuff.
That
Argent,
wasn't much.
Manning the top. I know, slim. Palace, good save by Martin. Brooker Muir now. Muir Argent lost his stick. And Muir with Patterson. The flip gets blocked, and a hard hit by Goddard took down Muir, and Muir now shaken. And I think it's Delzato, and Muir is definitely injured, and I don't think he intended. I'll tell you, it's got to be something serious for Brooker Muir to be laying on the carpet, because that's one tough customer there.
You wouldn't care to bet something's going to be said to the bench when he goes by, would you?
Well, Brooker Muir is not usually the way that rolls, and it's good.
What's
to
that
see.
old saying about payback?
Well, he's just not that type of player.
Yeah,
I know.
no, I know.
And
but and again, that's another situation like Caleb Wiles. I didn't even see the hit.
Yeah, that was a tough one. I don't know if it was a hit that warranted a penalty, to be honest with you, but
or was it his own momentum?
That's why. We'll have to see if there are any consequences and repercussions on that. But with 2:04 to go in a minute 18 in the power play, Snipers holding a 2-goal lead, trying to add to that. Palace interchange at the top, swinging around Whitlow. Ty Argent, clearly a design play as Argent and Vanderzal go into the boards hard. Tyler Brown on there battling with Palace. Leland Palace out there chopping down a tree or two. Get it over. Whitlow tried to tuck it, but no tucking going on with Chase Martin. And now it's Leland Palace working to Costello. Minute and a half to go here, third quarter. Jake Bombury, and he's on his wrong stick side, but he's looking to work some clock here as he gets it to Beaver. Beaver on the run, and that one almost went off Keto Hill and into the net. And a late hit called will give possession to the Shockwave as Hill's claiming that went in. I didn't see that ball cross the goal line at all.
No, it was on the outside of the net.
So it looks like our resident bionic eye guy looked like it was close to being in, as Danton Miller getting worked over by Kahn. Gets it to Atwood, and they'll swing it back. 15 seconds left in the man short. Miller looking for the flip to Beaver. That flip goes a long way, but Keto Hill does a good job to track it down. Hill now, with 3 seconds on the shot clock, will roll it. And that'll be a violation, possession to the Orange with 44 seconds to go here in the third. Whitlow. Half boards, Jeremy Bombury swinging around, Chayton King. Goddard looking for a screen, gets it. Looking for the roll, that sidearm wide of the mark. Brooker Muir now with a chance in transition. Brooker Muir has it swiped away, and not by the usual swiper, but Bombury. And Bombury almost returned the favor, got it to Hill. Hill took a hard hit, took another one. Keto Hill and Vern Hill. Vern Hill never lost track, never lost focus. Down low, Argent tried to tuck it over the shoulder. That's a crease. Here come the Shockwave. That one gets aired out, playing the carom. And that'll do it. 3/4 in the books. 10-8. Snipers. All set to go here for the final 15 minutes. 10-8 the score in favor of the Snipers. And these two teams met a couple times in the regular season. Snipers winning both, but
Yep, for sure.
and that is definitely going to be a penalty. So the Snipers are in a giving mood here as they will give the Shockwave another opportunity. And no reset. Atwood gets that airborne rebound. He's going to move in, try to work in a shot. Oakley Thomas down low. Keto Hill peeling around. Bounce shot wide of the mark. Oakley Thomas rebound. That's going to be a shot clock violation. And the Snipers penalized for the 5th time in this game. The Shockwave.
A little bit of a trip out there.
Play.
Sorry, I spoke over you there, my.
This will be the
Good
fifth,
man.
That's okay. This will be the 5th power play for the Shockwave. They are 2 for 4. So Beaver out there with Danton Miller. Cody Ward at the top. Atwood in that right shooter spot. And Carson Rees down on the crease. Danton Miller, and that's picked up Mikey McLaughlin. Does a good job to get the hands. Look out the back door. Here they come. Transition. Racing up there and thinking better of it, Dalen Hill, as he's going to work some clock with Alex Henry chasing him. Henry, good job by Hill to regroup. 1.5 left in the penalty. And Hill loft that one up, and it's Paulus. They'll keep it well to the outside. 5 on the shot clock. Delzato peeling around, gets it on target. Easy save, but Delzato picks up the rebound. Gets hacked and whacked, still has it. Beaver chases him down, and Beaver's going to go for 2 at the very least. So, again, one good turn deserves another as Lucas Beaver will nullify that power play with 1:03 left.
103 4-on-4. If my math is correct, I believe that means 57 seconds for a power play.
Listen, I'm not even going to step in the realm of math because definitely I could never get rid of that subject quick enough. So if it's not counting money, then I'm going to leave the counting to you. Viewers out there know my counter is rarely correct. Brown to Delzato. Delzato kicking it back to Paulus, gets it back. Quick shot!
Oh, wow.
Scott Delzato!
Oh, wow. Ah.
So Delzato's.
The thing that makes this goal is that the place that he put the pass with the right-hand shot coming across the top of the zone, and he put that shot about 1.5 feet off his right shoulder, and all he did was just step right into it without even thinking. Great pass.
Beauty shot, too. And Delzato, of course, one of the outstanding rookies in the Arena Lacrosse League this season, has to be considered as a Rookie of the Year candidate. Squire gets it over, and Vern Hill will hold on to it. 11-8 to score here. 40 seconds left in the sniper's penalty. So it looks like they gave that goal to Johnny Paulus, but I'm pretty sure that was Scott Delzato.
It was.
Argent now bounces out, kicks it Whitlow. Whitlow been quiet in this game offensively, gets it to Goddard. Good swing pass, Paulus. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Whitlow has room right in the bread basket. Chase Martin, and he airs one out to Keto Hill. Hill one-on-one, has Oakley Thomas with him. And the big man will hold up, wait a minute. He'll flip that one back out, and out of the penalty box, Hill will tee it up with a BB. Right on target. And Kahn now looking up. Had Gavin Sky, but you heard the whole bench there say no, no, no. With 12-10 to go here. And a 3-goal lead.
They were letting him get the power play out there.
So 30 seconds left in the man advantage. Delzato sizes it up, quick shot. Wide, picked up. Patterson ran into a wall. Good hit. And now it's Thomas. And the big man will roll over the timeline and get it to Brooker Muir. Muir in the middle. Patterson. Patterson tried to sneak that short side. Atwood plays that hop perfectly. And he will pull it out and work some clock. Atwood. Delzato on him. Atwood. He'll peel out. Penalty over. And now they'll get it back out to Patterson with 15 on the shot clock. Back to Atwood. Atwood on the roll. Rees trying to spin off a defender. Got a shot off wide of the mark. And now it's McLaughlin.
But not one gold sweater anywhere near where that ball come down.
No.
That's not good.
Well, you got to wonder now. We are 11 minutes left here in the fourth, Blair. And do you think after a 6-7 game, then a quarterfinal game, the fatigue might be playing a role now?
Well, what I'm seeing is Atwood was ready to come out of the door on that last coming up the floor on the transition. and they just basically jogged off the floor. It almost looks like they're running out of gas. As much as I hate to say that, but it really looks like they're like the speed to the bench isn't there.
Hill dumps it off, and you're right, we hadn't seen Caleb Wiles return. Big blow. Lucas Beaver ducks in. Lucas Beaver. Man, that kid has got some skill.
And I guess the only way to describe this goal is Beaver sat there, took one step to his right. When he went back to the left, he used the sniper player as a screen and just put the ball right off his jersey.
Perfectly placed. We saw that a couple times in the earlier semifinal. Of course, the Whitby Steelhawks advancing to tomorrow's final and getting that over to Cody Ward. Good job there by Hill, and Costello not able to connect on the pass. And Shields now is going to get it over the timeline. We are at the 10-minute mark here in the fourth quarter. 2-goal lead. Argent tracked it down, but Oakley Thomas now, he spins off 2 defenders, moves it up. Costello, he'll think better of it. Leland Palace will peel off to the bench now and give way to big Wayne Hill. He'll slide it over to Chris Atwood. Now Atwood gets a screen. Atwood. And Atwood's specialty delivering now in crunch time, as that's an over and back call, and possession to the Snipers. They waste no time. Flip back. Johnny Palace almost snuck the backhand in. Keto will loft it up to Hill. Hill has Brooker Muir with him. Hits the late trailer. Keto. That pass going to have to play that carom. Nothing doing there. Still loose. Cody Ward battling. And it's the Snipers that pick it up. Dalen Hill dumps it off. Trailer. Big shot finish. Justin Martin's second of the game.
Well, I was going to say that the non-ball carrier, number 49, Kevin Owen Hill, I was going to say he made a mistake on that fast break because he's a left-hand shot and he went to the other side. He went to his opposite side. But fortunately, they had a trailer coming up and both guys went to the 2 guys side by side. If he had gone to his shooting side and the other guy carrying the ball had come to his offside, that might have been a better situation to play. But fortunately, they scored off of it.
Don't see that too often. Violation by the Wiz. Possession now to the Shockwave, and Romano wasn't looking. Beaver tried to hit him with a pass, and it's Vern Hill that comes away with it. 8:45 to go. Snipers holding on to a 3-goal lead. Brown looking for Goddard, and instead it's picked up. Shockwave now will move it up over the timeline. It's Beaver. Zips that pass across to Atwood. Atwood now with Squire all over him. Tries to bounce off one, gets a Danton Miller. He's going to try to spin, shovels that towards the net. Nothing doing, no. Dusty Hill handled that. And away comes Owen Hill. Looking for McLaughlin. Whitlow with a spin. Longboat. He had a sniff. He was going to let that one go as he leans in and rolls one over to Chayton King. We're under 8 minutes to go here. Argent. They'll swing it around to Whitlow. Whitlow, quick zip pass, quick shot. Good save by Chase Martin. Rebound, picked up though, and it's Whitlow with a reset. Argent. Chayton, that's picked off. You knew that was going to happen. Alex Hill is going to go inside out. Argent on him. Hill takes a quick shot. Alex Hill in transition. It's 12-10.
Where Dustin Hill seems to be having problems is every goal that's come from the dotted line or out has been off somebody's jersey. Same thing like that right there. He let the player get in front of him and he hit his stick on the back of the guy's sweater, the front of the guy's sweater, and the ball went into the right-hand side of the net.
Alex Henry with a big transition goal for the Shockwave. And I tell you, this St. Catharines team, they never go quietly into the night. They will battle to the final buzzer. And there's the Wiz doing his thing. Got knocked down, and turnover forced by the Shockwave now Beaver. 2-goal lead for the Snipers. Every time the Shockwave have closed the gap, Six Nations has answered. That shot, Cody Ward, Dusty Hill, closed that off, and now Gavin Sky zips one up. Vern Hill, switch hands. Vern Hill tried to sneak it 5-hole, got his own rebound, and he'll pull it out of there. And that pass, tried to get it back, picked off by Brooker Muir. Muir, hardest working guy not in showbiz, as he looks to dump that off to Keto. Keto does a good job to recover. Delayed penalty coming to the Snipers with 6.5 to go. Keto with a jump pass that goes over the head of Atwood, and Snipers not helping their own cause, as that will take us to our final officials timeout. Blair, we got a 2-goal game here. Snipers, just when they seem to take that momentum away, the Shockwave seem to just find a way to claw back.
I think it's they take their own momentum away. The last couple of times they've gone on a little bit of a 2 or a 3-goal run, I say a 2-goal run, they take a penalty. You can't do that. You get a little momentum, then you turn it right back over to the other team. It's got to be consistent.
Well, and that's the discipline that we talked about, right, Blair? Of course.
Yeah.
You got to figure there have been just two power play goals in this game. 5 power plays for the Shockwave, 5 power plays for the Snipers. So,
well, I don't think anybody can say it hasn't been even as far as the penalties go.
There should be no crying there, that's for sure, as these two teams have spent more time playing lacrosse.
Crying in lacrosse?
Save your tears for another day, my friend. That's all I can tell you. So we'll see here if the Shockwave can capitalize. They're 2 for 4 with the man advantage. And got to give credit to the officials, Roger Nurse, Joel Furman. This is their second game of the day. Mark Smith, of course, came in to relieve Mac Abbott. So
even at Roger's age, that's pretty good.
I'm not saying anything about Roger. I'll tell you right now, you know I'm off that boat right there. So
chicken.
Yep, Miller out there with Cody Ward, Atwood, Rees on the crease, Big Wayne Hill on that left crease, and Ward's going to duck in, gap it. Atwood, look at that low. That is a beauty finish. That's the way you play the game.
The Snipers got caught watching the ball, and when the ball came out to the top, the back crease man stepped forward, and when you put that ball in Atwood's stick and that guy is that wide open on that crease, and being the goaltender, you've got to respect Atwood's shot, so you've got to come out towards him. That just takes that big net and makes it even bigger.
The Wiz working his magic, gets it back, and the Snipers now need some momentum here. We're under 6 minutes to go, fourth quarter, 1-goal game. Argent is going to set things up, swing it around. They'll work it left side. Paulus out there working with Jeremy Bombury. Inside off the post by Argent. Crease the call. And back the other way comes Costello. Shockwave, back door. Keto diving. Keto Hill. We're tied at 12.
Wow. Where did these legs come from? But I'll tell you, are they ever moving right now? Absolutely. You can't say enough about Keto Hill after what happened last weekend. And I talked to him before the game. He was so focused on what's going on in this game. And you know what? His first words to me was, "I'm glad to be back."
Agree, for sure. He definitely motivated. As we are tied at 12 with 5.5 minutes to go. Trip to tomorrow's championship on the line. These two teams battling hard, and Keto comes away with it. He's leaning in, takes an underhand, just steered aside by Dustin Hill. Muir will pick it up, and they'll set things up with Romano. Muir dumps it down low to Beaver. Beaver gonna duck his way in, weave his way in, tried to backhand, wide of the mark. Vern Hill picks that up, and he now will make the right decision and get it over the timeline. Vern Hill working it in, gets it back, switch hand, Vern Hill tried to feather it. Ball came loose, Brooker Muir rolls his way out of trouble, and he'll work it over the timeline. Muir over to Atwood. 4.5 minutes to go. Tied at 12. Rees. Not sure who that pass was to, but Atwood gets some room. Fakes it, lets it go. Wide of the mark. That rebound. Danton Miller down low. 1-2 and robbed as a beauty save there. As Big Wayne Hill on the doorstep. Nothing doing for Dusty Martin.
Circle that save on your score sheet.
We're inching in to the 4-minute mark. Chayton King tried to skip that pass, but Henry read that, and he's going to race around. Still has to hurry. That one picked up by Chayton King. Ill-advised pass. 3-on-2. Numbers. Snipers. Bullet. Wide. That's going to come over the timeline. Violation. Possession will be to the Shockwave with 3:44 to go.
Not a good shot, 3-on-2. Could have had a shot right on the crease, and they didn't.
Hill looking to Hill. Wayne Hill racing around, flips to Keto. Keto looking for some room, ducks his way in. Good cross-checking. Hill continues to come around, spins his way in, but Dusty Hill. So the Hill, and the Hill, as Beaver will jump in, pick it up, fresh clock.
Looks like the Sniper's got a real hill decline.
I know you feel good about that one. That wasn't too bad. Crease dive, what a save! Dusty Hill. And it's going to be McLaughlin now, doesn't have any numbers.
What else can Keto Hill do in this game?
He's done just about everything, as McLaughlin now avoids Patterson, who's a ferocious defender. And it's Argent now. Argent, the flip back. Whitlow couldn't play the bounce. Muir on him. 7 on the shot clock. Brent Longboat on target. Rebound. Argent there. Bodied, though, by Chase Martin. And a good play gets the ball to Patterson. Patterson to Muir. 2.5 minutes to go here. Tie game. Muir to Miller. Danton Miller working one-on-one. Snaps it across. Wayne Hill tried to go over the top. Sorry, Gates Abrams tried to go over the top. No reset. Muir. Skip pass on the run by Cody Ward. Beauty save there. And now it's Abrams again. He's going to get it out, and Atwood will send it over to Danton Miller. 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go here. Keto looking to make a move. Good screen from Atwood. Inside out shot. Wickets closed, though, Dusty Hill, and it's Gavin Sky. Sky gathers it, and he'll wait with Oakley Thomas all over him. Goddard, Powless, 1.5 to go. Looking to the left side. Powless had it momentarily, popped out of his stick. Bombury tried to shovel that towards the net. Shot clock violation. Not the best possession. Minute 19, and here comes Romano. He'll find Atwood out of the back door. Atwood will shuck his way back to the top, get it down low to Rees. Carson Rees gets a screen. Keto Hill, wide open. Keto, robbed! Dustin Hill. Beaver collects the rebound. We're into the final minute. Swinging around. Atwood on target. Stop. Keto had it. Lost it. Here come the snipers. Vernhill stopped. Chase Martin. 44 seconds to go. And it's Brooker Muir. Is anyone going to call a timeout here? Looks like they're going to play through. Atwood. "30 seconds on the game clock. Atwood. He's got room. That one's blocked. Rebound. Goes to Roddy Squire, and a timeout called by the Snipers with 22.8 seconds left in a tie game with a trip to tomorrow's championship on the line.
I don't know where that timeout come from, but I guarantee it came from the floor because both coaches on that Snipers bench were banging the walls because they had a guy 30 feet in front of the closest defender on a clear-cut breakaway. Wow.
You live and learn there, Blair. What can you do? So I'm looking here, Blair, and I see a stick measurement call.
I'm not quite sure who it's on.
And it looks like they're checking the length. And it's going to be a penalty. So they got a stick call. It looks like Gavin Sky sticks too long. And that'll be a penalty on the Snipers with 22.8 seconds to go. So I don't even know who saw that to point that out. But that's some good eyes.
I mean, I'm going to put it this way, and I mean, I understand that the rules about the sticks are the rules about the sticks. But in a 12-12 game, 22 seconds to go, that's a tough call to make.
It is, but it's hard to argue because when you look at the measurement, the stick's too long. It's a violation. If no one brings that up, he plays with the stick illegally, nothing doing. Probably used that stick all season. And instead now, a chance here for the Shockwave to win this game. So 22.8 seconds to go. If it's tied at the end of this, it'll be a 15-minute sudden victory, period. But I'll tell you, the Snipers have a long way to go here to get to that point, as the Shockwave have scored 3 times with the man advantage. So here we go.
Sorry, I was going to say, even if they don't score here, they go into the overtime with a man advantage.
Atwood out there with Rees. Cody Ward at the top. Danton Miller, left shooter. Big Wayne Hill on that left crease. Miller swinging around. Quick shot. Dusty Hill up to the task. Quick outlet. He's going to go to Squire. He's going to be in some trouble. Gets checked. Danton Miller knocks it away. Cody Ward. That's going to do it. Regulation. We've played 60 minutes. We're tied 12-12 to sudden death overtime. We go. So if there was no stress involved for 4 quarters, there is now as we get set for sudden victory overtime. A trip to tomorrow's championship final on the line. The Whitby Steelhawks awaiting the winner of this game, and with 1:35 to kill, some work to do for the Snipers, and off the draw, possession goes to the Shockwave, and they'll immediately call timeout and set things up. So obviously going to be a design play here. You got the man advantage. Where are you looking to go? Where do you think that shot should come from, Mr. Campbell?
Before I go into that situation about it, why would you not have this designed up already? If you win the draw, this is what we do. If you lose the draw, this is what we do. That should have been set up between the end of the regulation and the start of the overtime. Regardless, you've just lost your timeout now. If you don't score now, what I'm looking for is I'm looking for the ball to end up in Atwood's stick with a quick pass across the crease.
Okay, we'll see if that's the case. I'd say that side with Keto Hill and Atwood You see Danton Miller floating behind the net.
But they have to overplay the side with Atwood and Keto Hill on it.
They do. We'll see what happens here as they'll work it around the horn. Oakley Thomas at the top. Miller at that left shooter spot. Wayne Hill left crease. Knocked down by Roddy Squire. Danton Miller, though, will have to work it in. Tried to skip it. Atwood, skip pass, deflected. Keto Hill spins off the post. Keto Hill almost ended it. Reset, fresh clock. Minute 5 to go in the penalty. Danton Miller, underhand, goes up, scooped up, and almost a penalty. In transition, here come the snipers. 4-on-1. Duck in, nothing doing, Oakley Thomas. Great defense. No call there, and I tell you, Oakley Thomas saved the day right there. As Atwood now with 35 seconds left in the penalty. Keto. Lucas Beaver hovering behind the net. Cody Ward. Atwood. Atwood almost picked that corner. Rebound loose. Keto falls in the crease. It's going to be Dusty Hill. Quick outlet to Vern Hill. Vern Hill's going to move it up. 15 seconds left in the penalty. Delzato racing through the middle. Gets taken down. That's going to be a penalty. Vern Hill going to slide his way out of trouble. 10 on the shot clock. Martin. Powless down low. Vern Hill handled it. Powless lets it go. What a save by Chase Martin. Rebound to Argent. And Keto Hill hurt on the play as he limps his way off. And I'm not quite sure what the discussion is with the...
They're saying they had possession of the ball. Now they get to put the guy back in that position. And, I mean, he's obviously hurt, but they're going to get the ball with an odd man. So...
Well, it looks like the coin has flipped, and now the Snipers will go to work with a power play here.
That's a big guy to have come limping off the floor in an overtime.
It is. Powless at the top. Delzato works his way in off the post. So a good underhand by Delzato came up with iron. Good hustle to get that back. Started on the right side. Powless. Stepping in, quick shot, Tyler Brown. Had Argent, couldn't do anything, and now Oakley Thomas. Switching hands. Big man, head of steam. Floats it, Brooker Muir. Muir finds a middle. He's got Beaver with him. Pass behind him. Muir, good hustle to grab that loose ball. Brooker Muir, never not working. Atwood, dancing on that crease, lost it. Almost stole it right back. And now it's going to be Justin Martin. Minute to go in the power play. We are in sudden death overtime. Winner plays tomorrow. Loser will have to save their tears for another day. Round the horn, Powless. Wide rebound, Delzato. Reset on the clock, fresh 30. And it's over! The Six Nations Snipers have won it. They will play for the Arena Lost Cross League Championship tomorrow against the Whitby Steelhawks.
That shot was absolute pinpoint accuracy. No screen, no nothing. He just let it fly into the top shelf. Regardless, I'm telling you right now, we got to give St. Catharines their dues. They played awesome, and they gave the Snipers everything they could handle.
Well, hats off to Ron Henry, Clancy Almas, the St. Catharines Shockwave, won the 6-7 game, beat Paris in the quarterfinal game, battled the top team to overtime to come up just a goal short. Says a lot about his coaching and what he does for his squad. If you take a look at the Darcy Powless, Nick Sky, Vince Longboat, the job they've done with these snipers. 2-week layoff to come in here to win a tough one against a tough team. Hats off to them. That is going to do it for us here today. Semifinals, the Arena Lacrosse League Championship set. The Whitby Steelhawks and the Six Nations Snipers, the number 1 and the number 2 seeds, going for tomorrow, 3 p.m. We'll be here. Make sure you are too. On behalf of my partner, Blair Campbell, JVI Productions, I'm Lance Wynn. We'll see you tomorrow for the